Hello, will show tetravalency. So it is tetravalent in nature. Forms methane. 4 hydrogen atoms joined together to form methane. Likewise, it can also combine with chlorine. Now we shall look what is the importance of carbon. Importance. We know that carbon is present everywhere. It is present in all living beings. It is present in carbohydrate, proteins, glucose, coal, graphite, diamond, and many more. So we know that carbon is present in everywhere, but its abundance is very less. It shows unique property. What kind of property? Unique property. That's why a separate branch is studied. First property is catenation. Catenation is the property of carbon atom to form long chain carbon atoms, branch chain carbon atoms, and rings. Long chain carbon atoms, branch chain carbon atoms, and rings. Okay. If we see, it can form long chain carbon atoms. It can also form branch chain, in this way also, or it can form ring structures in benzene. Now second property which we are going to see is its tetravalency. For tetravalency, we know that carbon exhibits 4 valency. So its electronic configuration is 2 and 4. So in first scenario, let us imagine if it were to receive or if it were to add 4 electrons to complete this octet, so what it will do? It will try to acquire 4 electrons, but it will become too difficult for 6 proton to hold on 10 electrons. So it is also not feasible. Second scenario, if it tries to lose 4 electrons, so in this case it will require a large amount of energy. So in this case also it is not possible for carbon atom to lose 4 electrons. So what happens? It forms tetravalency. What is tetravalency? Sharing by mutual sharing of electrons. So the tendency to share electrons between two atoms is tetravalency. So it forms many covalent bonds just like methane, carbon tetrachloride. Silicon also exhibit the same things, but it is very less as compared to carbon. Now, third property which it exhibits is polymerization. Polymerization. What is polymerization? Tendency to form polymers by combining monomer is known as polymerization. Monomers combine to form polymers. In case of ethene molecule, so we see it forms a monomer, and that is connected with large amount of monomers, and when these monomers combine together it forms a long chain of polymers, that is called as polythene. Polythene. Okay. Now fourth property which it exhibits is isomerization. What is isomerization? In this case, element have same molecular formula, but different structural formula. Isomerization means physical properties may differ. Okay. We will take the concept of isomerization in butane C4H10. In this case we see it is N-butane, and it is isobutane. So it is the isomer of butane. Now we will study about allotropy. What is allotropy? Allotropy means the property of an element to exhibit in different forms. So it has the different physical property but same chemical property, like carbon. Carbon exhibits itself in three main different forms, and that is allotropes: diamond, graphite, and fullerenes. We will look what differences have between diamond and graphite. diamond, now we should understand what are the basic difference between and fullerene. So in the case of diamond, we know that each carbon atom is joined with 4 carbon atoms. What happens in this case? Each carbon atom is joined with 3 carbon atoms. Here in the case of fullerene, it has cage-like structure. Hollow from inside. So in the case of carbon, we see that carbon is joined with 4 carbon atoms. In this case, a carbon is joined with 3 carbon atoms. Here in this case of diamond, it is covalently bonded. Covalent bond. Now 3 are joined with the covalent bond and 1 is with the van der Waals bond. Here also it is joined with covalent bond. What happens? Now diamond is known as the hardest ever matter. Hardest matter, and it is soft. It is bad conductor of electricity. Bad conductor of electricity. It conducts electricity due to free electrons. Because it is joined with only 3 carbon atoms. It forms a large hollow football-like structure, that is a football in which carbon atom is joined with 20 hexagons and 12 pentagons. Carbon is known to exhibit with 60 atoms. The molecule contains 60 carbon atoms. So the density is also more, 3.5. We have seen that carbon exhibits itself in various different forms. That is the crystalline and amorphous. One of the form is also the pole, which is amorphous forms. So we have studied or detailed about the carbon and its allotropes. Thank you.